So we have finally arrived at the first stop-off point on our European road trip this year. So after just under 900 miles of travelling, we've arrived at the gorgeous mountain town of Annecy, France. And look at the weather that is here to greet us. We've got blue sky, fluffy white clouds and sunshine, and it's actually 31 degrees at the moment, so it is a little bit toasty. This is the campsite we're staying at, so it's going to be our home for the next 2 days, but let's just rewind a bit and show you guys how we got here. Okay, unfortunately we are not in the sunny mountains of Annecy yet, but the exciting news is we've just started our big European road trip for the year. So we're literally leaving the wet, miserable, grey Cornwall as we speak. Temperatures in Annecy, I believe at the moment, are about 32, 34 degrees, so it's going to be one extreme from the other. We're super excited to bring you along on the trip, and we're also very excited because it's our first trip in Adventure Bus 2.0. So if you didn't see it, we just refitted the bus over 2 or 3 days. It's been absolutely manic. There is a video on the channel, definitely worth going and checking out. But for now guys, just sit back, relax and follow us from Cornwall all the way over to the beautiful mountains of Annecy. Right, so topped up with fuel, so we should have enough to get to our destination, and we got some caffeine, one for you Liga, one for me, chin chin. It doesn't matter how well prepared we feel we are before these epic road trips, it always gets down to a last minute dash, and we've been tearing around all day, so we're pretty tired, so a bit of caffeine is definitely going to work wonders. It is the 13th and it's 10 to 9 in the evening. We were supposed to probably leave around 5 o'clock, so we're running a bit late, and we are going to be heading down to Dover to catch the ferry in the morning. Yep, so that is the plan. We're heading out of Cornwall and we're going to get to Dover. We thought we'd go on the ferry this time because we checked the prices and the tunnel was almost double the price, so we're probably saving a full tank of fuel just by going on the ferry. It leaves at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're probably going to get to Dover at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, no, I don't know when, but we're going to probably get about an hour's sleep, and then we're going to have to drive down and get on the ferry. But you know, that's what these amazing big European road trips are all about, you know, adventure, life on the edge. Anyway, let's put the coffee down, let's fire up the new Adventure Bus, and let's head off down to Dover. We have made it, so about 350 miles later we've arrived in Dover. It is 5 minutes past 3, so we are extremely knackered, so we're going to move a few things around in the van, get the bed set up, and then we're going to catch up on some very much needed sleep. Okay, we are all cozy in our sleeping bags. So glad that, yes, we've got the new Adventure Bus, but we put the old bed in from the old bus, and it's such a comfortable bed to sleep in. And this is going to be our first night's sleep in the new camper van. Well, it's not going to be a night's sleep because, like I said, it's 3:15 now, and the ferry leaves at 6 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully we can get an hour and a half sleep and then get on the ferry to get over to France. But good night for now, guys. We'll see you in the morning. What seemed like only a couple of minutes, and it was time to get up and sort out the van ready for the trip ahead. Once we'd moved all our kit into the back, it was time to queue up at passport control, and I'm glad to say that all our papers were in order, so we headed for the ferry, watching a gorgeous sunrise. The adventure bus was nice and secure, so we headed upstairs to seek out some coffee and a bite to eat while taking in the sea views and the lovely blue sky and sunshine. As we approached the French coastline, we were called downstairs back to our vehicle, so we jumped back into the bus, drove off the ferry and continued this year's European adventure. We've got sunshine! Oh, I've missed you, son. Where have you been in my life? Bonjour Calais, bonjour France. We have arrived, we're off the ferry in this glorious French sunshine. The temperature gauge on the car says 21 degrees, and it's great to feel the warmth of the sun on our faces, because the weather in the UK has been terrible of late. The crossing was really calm, sea was good, so nice relaxing journey across, and we've just got out of the traffic there coming off the ferry, and we are on our way. We've got about 400 kilometres of driving ahead of us to get to Lake Dorient, where we're going to be staying the night. So Liga found a place where we can camp for free, and we actually stayed there last year. We should have a really good drive. We're going on the toll roads. They're normally nice and clear and it's easy driving. I've just got to remember to drive on the right side of the road. It always takes a bit of time to get used to it once you come over to France, but should be all right. But yeah, 400 kilometres ahead of us. Come along for the ride. Pit stop in the first services, because when in Rome we've got our brie and we've got our baguette, and we've also got some amber nectar. Now don't worry, I'm not drinking and driving, I mean the French amber nectar, Orangina. Oh, welcome back to the channel, Orangina. Liquid heaven. So it's looking like it's going to be a toasty day, and Orangina is the perfect thing to quench your thirst on a hot day. So we're gonna have a little picnic, bit of brie, bit of baguette, and a bit of Orangina. Awesome. I don't know what it is, but it's just so tasty. We can never find it at home. It's so good, isn't it? Very orangey, funnily enough. Just the right amount of fizz, and it's always really well chilled. So, like I said, perfect on a hot day. Oh, that is better. Some substance, some proper food, and I love the UK, but I think the service stations need to come over to France and see how it's done, because you can actually get some, you know, that baguette was super fresh, and we had some nice, it was camembert actually, not brie, to go inside it, and it was super tasty. Also picked up a mobile phone holder. Unfortunately, the one that we had in the old adventure bus doesn't fit in the new one, and I've been balancing the phone on my lap to look at the GPS, so now we got a holder, it should be a lot easier. But yep, feel like I've got some energy back now. I'm not sure how long it'll last, but let's keep on trucking. made it to the stop-off point of the trip at Lac d'Orient, and we have made great time. That's the great thing about toll roads. Yes, you have to pay to go on them, but they're super quick, no traffic and very direct routes. So we've actually covered 602 miles on this trip already, and we've only been going for about 18 hours. So now we're here, the plan is to sort out the back of the adventure bus because it is in a complete mess because we left in a hurry this morning to get on the ferry. We're probably going to go for a walk down to the beautiful lake, stretch the legs out after the long drive. I'm also going to try and finish a video off for you guys at home. The downside to finding the van in a hurry is I was hoping to get one with cruise control because that would really help on these long trips. Unfortunately, I didn't have time. So when you're on those long toll roads, super straight driving, you do find that your right foot is in one position for a long period of time. So my right lower leg is super tight and, if I'm honest, a little bit sore. Luckily, I've got my mini massage gun from Bob and Brad, so I'm going to give it a good massage, try and loosen it off. And it just so happens that Bob and Brad are the sponsor of today's video. Whenever we travel long distances in the adventure bus, I do really struggle with sort of lower leg discomfort, and that's what makes the Q2 mini massage gun from Bob and Brad my sort of perfect travel companion. Not only is it super compact, but it comes in this nice robust case, and you can see it doesn't take up a lot of room, and room and space is definitely at a premium when you're traveling in such a small camper van. Now, it might be compact and small in size, but it definitely still packs a punch with its quiet brushless motor. That actually has a maximum speed of 3,000 RPM, and it is fully rechargeable with a 2,500 milliamp rechargeable battery. It actually gives you a really impressive 4 hours of use off one single charge. It's super simple to use and it feels like a real good quality product. We've got this nice grippy silicone handle, but it also comes with 5 different interchangeable massage heads. So that makes the Q2 mini massage gun very versatile, and it allows you to get in all those nooks and crannies and give the body a thorough massage. So if you are in the market for a nice small compact travel friendly massage gun, or you're just after your first ever massage gun, then I would definitely recommend going along to the Bob and Brad website and checking out their extensive range. What I've done is I left a link in the description below this video so you can do just that. And I've also got to say a massive thanks to Bob and Brad for sponsoring this video because it really is a big help to the channel. But let's get back to that travel vlog.
Planes with my name and dinner at Restaurant Le Maurice. Oh no, no, it's not a diss. I only drink fizzy fizz. Oh, oh, throw me a kiss. Belle Cook, oh, oh. Sweet Belle Cook, oh, oh. La Belle Cook, oh, oh.
Bon appetit. Well, we have had a pretty busy day, so obviously all the driving, hours and hours of driving, and then we turned up at our stopover point. We've had some nice walks along the beachfront there. There's actually some live music going on tonight, so we popped over and had a listen to that. League's done some knitting, but she actually fell asleep while she was knitting and I was trying to edit a video and I kept like nodding off. So eventually we called it a day. We had a great meal on our new stove, but we had a really lovely pasta dinner with some camembert cheese and fresh olives worked into the sauce, and it was actually proper tasty, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was all right. But it is 9:10 and we're knackered and we're going to bed, so a nice early night, recharge the batteries, and we should be full of beans in the morning. So good night guys, we'll see you in the morning. Morning folks, and it is day 2 of our epic European road trip. I've got to say it, we fell asleep pretty quick last night. We were knackered. The downside was about 2 o'clock in the morning, it was forecasted there was a real heavy sort of thunderstorm, which sounded great, but the heavy rain didn't sound great on the top of the van, and unfortunately it woke us up. That went on for a couple of hours till about 4 in the morning, and finally we got back to sleep, but still feel nice and refreshed, that's for sure. So we are leaving the beautiful French countryside and we are heading back to the toll roads. We've got 432 kilometers to drive today, but the exciting thing is we are on our way to Annecy, and it's going to be our first sight of the epic mountains. So can't wait to get there. We're going to have a nice sort of chilled, relaxing day, go and have a look around Annecy because it's our first time there. But let's get on the toll roads. The first thing we need to do is find a services and grab some coffee. That's better. We got some coffee and we managed to get some pastries, so we're full of energy now. But first night in the adventure bus went really well. You'll be glad to know, John, the insulation that we put in worked really well, although we probably didn't need it because it was about 26 degrees, so it was quite warm to start with. And then, like I said, the rain came, and speaking of rain, I don't know whether you can hear it, but it is absolutely moosing down with rain at the moment. It's like being back in the UK, and we were just saying we've never actually had any rain when we've been driving on these sort of European trips, so we've been very fortunate. But we are getting some seriously heavy rain now, so taking it very carefully. But in the van, it was raining heavy, and I was thinking, is it going to be waterproof? And we had no water coming, so that was a positive test as well. So definitely a big thumbs up when it comes to our first proper night in Adventure Bus 2.0. After a short spell of heavy rain, the sun came back out and the temperatures started to rise. Liga was working on some knitting patterns as we made our way along the French toll roads, but it wasn't long until we had to pull over for some lunch and some very much needed Orangina. Once we were back on the roads, it wasn't long until we started to see those first signs of mountain territory. Long flowing, well-lit tunnels and wide expansive bridges always tell us that we're getting close to the mountains, and the beautiful city of Annecy was just around the corner. We have finally made it to the campsite after a long trip over from Cornwall. To be fair, it was a pretty smooth trip, no issues, no dramas along the way, which is always good. And we've arrived here at the beautiful mountain town of Annecy, France. You can see if I step back, we've got some glorious sunshine, that's for sure. It's actually 31 degrees at the moment, so kind of extremes when you think of the weather we were having home to what we've got now. I'm just actually sorting out my running kit for tomorrow because early in the morning we've got our first mountain adventure planned of the road trip, and we're going to head off into the stunning mountains that surround Annecy. Never run in them before, so it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of trails they've got. I'm sure they're going to be beautiful, that's for sure, especially with the views over the amazing lake. So really hope you've enjoyed this travel vlog, following us over from Hale in Cornwall all the way here to France. Hope you've enjoyed seeing what we get up to on these long road trips. If you have enjoyed it, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. It really is a big help to the channel. I think we're going to pop off into Annecy Centre now. We've never been there before, so it'd be great to have a look round and see what the town's got to offer. Maybe grab a nice ice cream, something to eat, and you never know, if it does get any warmer, maybe dive in and have a swim in the gorgeous lake. But thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. We'll be back here very soon, and as always, stay safe and keep on running. It's still only 6 o'clock in the morning, and the ferry crossing should take around about an hour and a half. So we're just going to sit back, relax. Got a nice window seat and sea views. And then we'll get off the ferry, and then we've got another long drive the other way. No. Don't know what she was doing. She was holding up a sign. Didn't even get a chance to read it. What was that?
I didn't see it.
Oh,
Saw a bit of paper.
yeah.
Just went like that. And left.
Cheers.